First time back at Pechanga Arena. Just overall thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, it was a great win. It was great to be a part of it. Feels definitely unique and a little surreal to be back, but also we've had same group of guys and some great additions. That's what I felt is just some of these obviously guys like Trevor and just see like the growth and maturation of Chris and net. So I just thought it was we finished the game in kind of a pronounced way, and so I think that's something we're pretty pleased with.
What was it like to watch all those goals score in the final 4 minutes? Yeah,
I mean, you got guys like Austin Stats, like he's so clutch, right? Especially in key situations. He loves those situations. You got a lot of offensive players like that. You got like Westberg doing all the little things and the big things. It's tough not to follow.
And you're not playing as much as you were last year now, but just what do you expect for the rest of the season and maybe playoffs?
Yeah, it's kind of nice to kind of play a smaller role and just try to do it as best I can, right? And I think what I've noticed is that we're playing a lot less defense, right? Just because of how Trevor controls the face-off, and you have no excuse as a defenseman because you're going out kind of fresh most times. So it's nice to just step in and kind of play a smaller, more simplified role.
As a defensive player, how much does it mean to have Baptiste? Because in previous seasons, the team struggled on transition. This year, the team's doing really well on transition now.
Yeah, I think for young face-off guys, he's somebody to watch, and I know many of them. A lot of people kind of idolize him in that position, but it is his face-off technique, but that's just one small part of it. It's really his tenacity, his toughness, and his grit in those. It's a really tough position. He takes a beating, right? And he made a lot of plays that's like really gives kind of an emotional boost. And he's just it brings such a positive presence in terms of leadership too. So it's tangible for sure.
Mm-hmm. What have you learned about Baptiste now getting to play with him?
Yeah, I think it's just his positive presence. People want to be around him. People gravitate to him, right? And he doesn't really say much on the bench. He just kind of puts his head down, does the work, and for a guy, he's mature. He's won a lot, right? He's still a younger guy, but he's won a lot, and so he brings that kind of championship experience and poise.
And now that the team is chasing down Toronto Rock for the top spot in the league, just what's the mindset going into the final 2 games of the season?
Yeah, I think it's more just less about kind of looking at the standings or positioning. It's just we want to start to play our best lacrosse when it matters the most, right? So I think, Coach Woods had said it, we're not a finished product yet, right? We're trying to keep refining kind of around the edges, and you can kind of feel it in the air. It's getting close to playoff time, so we want to make sure that we're hitting the ground running.